Sweet. We are live. Let's go, people. Hang on, give me a second. Hang on.
I'll tell you a story of blood, guts, and glory, and all that was lost on the way. There was nothing to do.
What is up? How's the audio? Pretty good? Okay. Just wondering about that. Gotta send out some stream invites. Love getting free views. It wasn't always that easy, no, it wasn't always that slow. I just thought you'd like to know this time, I just thought you'd like to know. Alrighty.
Did you tell your mother what you did to me that day? Or when she asked you where you found success, did you simply turn away?
Sound is good? Perfect. Alright. So, got my water. It says hydrate or dihydrate. And I'm just going to grab a bag. We have Legos. I got a Bricklink order in. So the goal of this stream is I want to count out everything, make sure I'm not missing anything. I ordered above the required amount I need for what I'm building. So, should be good. It's going to be a little different from usual because it's just going to be me for a while. And then I might do some train stuff. At least with the grounds on the ground behind me. Nope, that way. There we go. Nope. How is it? No, it's this shoulder. I gotta get used to this. But yeah. So there's that. What else? Not really much else I can think of other than that. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Sweet. So with that, it's time to do the most hated thing in the world. Count up Bricklink orders. So I'm just gonna pull it up on my screen so I can start counting. Because it's just one of those things. Okay. So this is one Bricklink order. One whole one. Very interesting way to package it, but it works. So, got a little cup. Also watched the VOD of your previous stream. Didn't realize you're also from the Central Valley. Oh, let's go, man. You are too? Nice to see someone local in chat, being relatively speaking. But yes, I am from this glorious valley. I had no clue. That is actually excellent to know. Yeah, I do love the Central Valley. Let's see. We got the Legos in front of me, so if I'm looking down, I apologize. I could put it in this cup right here, which would probably help. But, let's see, can I split this? Oh, glory in heaven, I can. And if I'm making this bigger, yeah, I love being smart. Does it keep it all together? Does it? Does it? Hang on. Why does it push that? So weird. Yeah, I'm from the beautiful Central Valley. Okay. See if that fixes it. Better. I don't know why it's doing all that. see. I'm a transplant here for work. Ah, I see. What do you do? Out of curiosity. Got 34 black plates. So I like to pile them, then I put them in this little cup.
What's a girl?
It's 5. Let's go 10. Ah, aviator maintenance for the Navy. Good news, sir. Or madam, or whoever. I have a few people I know in the Navy, both as friends and as family, so I'm a Navy person for the most part. A little love for the Army, but mostly the Navy, so. Cool as heck. You in Lemoore? I do know... No, you wouldn't be in Lemoore. I was thinking of someone else I know. I know a few people who do Lego stuff that for some reason have been based in the Central Valley and are in the military, so brain pops to them by nature. Let's see. Yep, I have all the... Oh, I was right. Let's go. I love that. That was such a good guess on my part. I was like, there's no way. And I was like, yep. Grown up here all my life. I don't think I've been to Lemoore too much. I've driven, I think, either past it or through it a few times on my way to the coast. Love the coast, by the way. Glorious place. Let's see. Need 18 of the bars. But, yeah. Closest I think I get to Lemoore is usually I stop in Hanford for ice cream, because holy lord, we've got good ice cream in Hanford. Highly recommend going if you haven't been. Superior Dairy. Best ice cream, hands down, in the state. Never had anything better. 5. That's 10. Can I count? That's 15, and that's 18. What is up? Steam up. Nice to see you. Got that. It's a good night, counting out my Bricklink order, so it should be a shorter stream, hopefully. I do have all these tiles to go through, which it's deceptive how many are in here, but I think there's almost 100. Ugh. It's gonna be one of those things. Which, funny story, when I built, let me grab it real quick. So when I built my Caboose model, I ordered for 3 copies. And I needed all these 1x6 red plates. So I ordered from multiple sellers, and I ordered 3 copies. One for myself, for my friend who helped finance the project, and also one to donate. And I had to count out, I think, like 200 red tiles. It was insane. You've been there many times, because I actually live in Hanford and work in Lemoore. That's awesome, man. I love that. I think Hanford is such an under-loved place in the valley. It's a beautiful little town. Like, it just has so much small town charm. Like, I feel like I'm in Back to the Future whenever I walk through it. Superior Dairy hopefully was getting some love. I really want to go back there. It is definitely one of my guilty pleasures whenever I find the time to go down there. And then what parts did you get? I got some stuff. I don't want to talk about the project too much yet. I might build the first model on stream because it is quite small. We shall see. What's up? LGM Bros 7723. How are we doing tonight's gem? I'm doing pretty good. I don't think I've seen you in chat before. Welcome. How's your night, man? Ever been to LMG? Sorry. I will missay something all the time. Trust me. For those who know in chat me more personally, they can verify I will either mistype or missay something. The knowledge is there. It's okay, yeah. Have I been to Carrera? I don't even know how to say that in Hanford. Great tortillas. I have not. I don't go to Hanford too often. I rarely leave where I am in the valley, which I like to remain private for obvious reasons. But But yeah, I really enjoy. Yeah, I've never been. I need to go down to Hampton again. But also, like, to be fair, we live in the Central Valley. We have really good Mexican food, so I don't really feel the need to go anywhere else to get good Mexican food because it's always right around the corner. So that I'm doing all right. How about you? I'm doing good. Got the Lego order in. Ooh, I didn't show this off. This is really exciting. We're gonna see if it comes across on camera. So along with ordering Lego, I ordered a few other things. Oh, it's Soup. What's up, Soup? Nice to see you. Anyways, I ordered these. It's going to be hard to come across on camera. Why is it so bad? There's the camera. There we go. I have Lincoln pin couplers. So they work. I actually need to break a few of these for what I'm working on, funnily enough. Which I think means I have to melt the ends off. And then I can break them? Question mark? I'm going to figure this out. It's, again, I have to wait a bit anyways. My model's not done. But, yeah. Excited for that. I have, let me see. For reference, I have 30 pairs in here. And they're all metal, supposedly. They don't feel like metal, but they don't feel like plastic, so I can't wait to strength test them, and then obviously, for those who know a bit more, I do have custom parts. So, haven't gotten to watch the Fresno video of that, but you got to Yosemite Sugar Pine, have you gone to Sugar Pine in Yosemite? Makes me want to build a Shay. I have been to Yosemite Sugar Pine. I've been, in my memory, once. I probably went when I was a child. I knew a guy there at the time who was higher up on staff, so he gave me a tour of the engine facilities. This was a few years back. Very cool. I got to ride, I think it was 12. I think I got to ride 12 back up. It might have been 15, but I got to ride, no, which one was it? Was it 14? It wasn't 14. Whatever, I rode a 3-truck Shay up like the 9% grade coming out of Sugar Pine, which was really cool. I loved that. Honestly, nothing was better. I got to blow the grade crossing whistle. I was loving it. And then I was up there for an event just this past it was March. I was up there in early March, and I got to hike part of the old grade and actually get some pretty cool pictures. So yeah, no plans for me building a Shay, but if someone else is going to do it, please. There's a few good models out there that I eventually will take a crack at building, but designing one, no. Not for me. But yeah, let's see, what's coming up on my schedule? Oh, there's the Porterville Train Show for anyone who is in the Central Valley. 26 of those, okay. So I'm probably going to that just to attend, especially since the next big one we have is Turlock, which I'm hopefully trying to make it. We shall see. It's always one of those things. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I got all the tubing I need. Bending it's going to be fun. But bunch of tubing, which is great. So now I can verify a Bricklink order. Wahoo! Wahoo! I am playing non-copyrighted music, right? Okay, good. I was about to be like, I swear, if I'm not, I'm gonna lose my mind. Sometimes. I love to display some of my Lego MOCs at a model train show, but I live in Pennsylvania, and there aren't a lot of opportunities to do so, unfortunately. I think there is. I think you just need to start asking people. For reference, I want to keep this on the down low, so I'm not going to say what I did exactly, or who I emailed to, but I emailed a museum that I have high respect for and high regard, and I said, hey, I haven't had the time to come out. Your public working days, your public open days don't work for my schedule. Is there some way I can arrange a private tour? Do I think something's going to happen from it? No clue. Is it worth asking? Yes. I've had so many opportunities that have just been just ask. I mean, the first steam locomotive I got to drive, I literally got told, go ask the engineer. Mind you, it was from the guy who owned the place, who was giving me permission to go drive the train. But it was still like a, hey, go ask. So start asking around, email people, text people, reach out through Facebook if you have Facebook. Which, as much as a terrible place Facebook is some days, Facebook is definitely a good way to get into some places. And also to rage quit on a lot of different things. I have definitely wanted to murder many people on Facebook. Which is one of those things. Let's see. Where is my parts? Oh, are they in here? They're in here. Yeah, just reach out, Soup. There's bound to be something. Okay. 5. Man, this is the thing that makes me wish we could just make our own sets. They just came pre-boxed. This would make our lives so much easier. Okay, I'll consider it. Every August there's a model train show at the museum at Stratford. Yeah, I mean, I would try and reach out to the Stratford guys, the Lego train people. I would reach out there. Maybe talk to Glenn about that, Soup. See if he can, recommend you. I don't know what they do, but they seem to be pretty particular. I don't know. They are on Discord, so Glenn can hopefully route you there if he's willing to share their information a bit more. But I think it's worth a try. For you, if you've bought from a verified Bricklink store before, do you still count the parts? Yes, I still count the parts. I learned that the hard way. My first Bricklink order was... I'll grab the little guy. Was for this bucko. Not the powered equipment and the custom parts. It was for this guy. He looked a little different at the time, but I was missing parts from my order. And I also got an off-brand part, which was actually quite shocking, because I've known people who's done this longer than I've been alive, and they're like, oh yeah, I've never had that happen. So, it's just a good thing to do, and it also, tells you how close a seller is actually paying attention to your order. And it also tells you, oh, I have, for example, I got 60 extra 1x6 red tiles for some reason that I didn't pay for. Did I need them? No. Was I happy I got them? Yeah. So it's always just good to count. Make sure you have everything lines with your orders, your want list, just personally. The only thing my original state has in the loop is the Black Hills near Mount Rushmore. Dude, the Black Hills is so cool. I miss when it was narrow gauge. I wish I would have been alive. That would have been just incredible to see in action. Imagine dual gauged Alamosa Yard on the DNR GW in 1950, but it's in the middle of nowhere, and it's still, and it's just cool. Yeah, I wish it was still dual gauge, but oh well. It is one of those things. Let's see, do I have 10? I do have 10. That is lovely. Okay, let's see. I have 10 of the blocks of these 2-length long bars, which is lovely. I have to count how many brackets. I have to count 66 brackets. Life is fun. Life is fun. Just gonna do that. Okay. These are technically counted and verified, but I like to do it in order. Yeah, Black Hill Central's cool. What else? What else is there? For those who haven't seen it yet, congratulations to all West Side Lumber Company fans, because ayo, we got another West Side Shea in California. It's been a good few days. Yes, but I'm saying that if you bought them from a store several times versus a first-time store. If I buy from a first-time store, I'll count it, but not really a store I trust. Is that what you do? I don't order frequently enough to really justify that. I think there's one person, literally one person that I would or one store that I would trust to do that with, but I don't order enough to really order consistently from too many people. So, yeah, my answer is no to that question. Just because I don't order consistently. Let's see, where are all these? Yeah, this is the 66. A good question. I know people do it differently, and there's different ways and kind of like ideas on how to do certain things. I personally have just never really done anything. It's Pico Han. What's up? We're talking Bricklink orders and how and whether you verify them or not after you purchase from the same store multiple times. And also, I'm working on the model I'll be bringing to the Baylug meeting. Always good to trust, but to verify. That's my thing. It's like, maybe I got overcharged. That, like by a crazy amount. Like, I think the wonderful thing about Bricklink is it's a human website, so people will do stuff. I stopped verifying like lots that were 100 of a cheap part. I only verify if it's an expensive part. That's fair, actually. I can get behind that. I verify regardless because I ordered extra, and if I have all of the extra for what I ordered, I will need to order more custom parts. Which, not a custom parts fan, but for what I'm building, it's gonna be worth it. But Baylug meeting is this weekend. I'm excited. It's going to be so much freaking fun. I actually need to prep for that. I actually have to tear down this way. Nope, this way. There we go. Need to tear all that down. Prep some train tracks so we can just plop it on the floor for the meeting. But that is a Thursday or Friday endeavor, which is usually pretty quick. I don't think I'm going to get all the custom track I wanted in time, though, which is so sad. I wanted wider curves. Would have been so much fun. But alas, excuse me, can't always have nice things. Let's see, am I short? I feel like I'm short, or I did my math wrong. Both are possibilities. Because, newsflash, math is hard, and I'm a business major. Also, I'm really tempted to make the Rico Depot now. My brother in narrow gauge modeling. You're modeling the Rico yard. Just make all of Rico at this point. It'll be cool as heck. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66. You should turn the camera on to whether you're sorting or checking. No, I'm not revealing it all at once. No one can see my diabolically master evil plans. Besides, don't you know? This is my YouTube channel. I control the content. And the money. Not really. I probably will never get verified. Or at least monetized. Mostly because I need to watch the video. I follow Moist Critical. I like his content. It's pretty good. But he posted a video, which I read the thumbnail. YouTube is upping their requirements for what it takes to be monetized. It's going from, I think, 3,000 watch hours to 8,000 watch hours, which is gonna be a while before I hit that. So, yay! Sometimes you win, and in this case, I don't. Let's see, brackets. Oh, I counted the wrong freaking brackets. Still the right amount, though. But yeah, I'm probably not going to get monetized for another 5 years. It's going to be one of those things. Just one of those things. Let's see. Oh, okay. She's only going to be like 15 by 6, kind of small. I missed that, holy cow. Rico's going to be so cool. Like, whenever you got, at least the section you got done now, I want to get out there, which hopefully I'll be out in Colorado at some point. the monetization is like pennies. I mean, yes, but it's like, for me, it's like, if I want to have guaranteed fun money to spend compared to everything else, even if it's just pennies, like, I'd rather have that than nothing. Exactly, anything counts in this day and age. Like, it's not for the income, it's for the, how much can I spend on fun Lego? Like, probably, like, if I got monetized at this very second, and I was making, say, maybe, like, $5 to $10 a video, and then maybe $3 a live stream. Don't know the actual numbers, but if I was doing that, like, I would probably, like, you know, I'd probably get, like, maybe, like, 20 or 30 bucks a month. I don't think that's reasonable. I don't actually know. But if I was, I would probably spend it on, like, ballast, because you can get 2x8 dark bluish gray plates pretty cheap. You make like $1 per 1,000 views. Wow, that is terrible. How do people do this for a living? Sheesh. That is actually insane. Like, and it's like, and you gotta remember, like, if you're a content creator, yeah, if you want to go big, and you still have to get your own health insurance, you have to do your own taxes, plus you're an independent creator, so it's more complicated, and external sponsors, exactly. Like, I would love a sponsor right now. Please, anybody, sponsor me. Mainly Lego companies, or off-brand companies. Yeah, Pico is monetized. I've chatted with him a little bit over YouTube stuff. And also, that's how I know it's nothing. Yep, that is also how I know it's nothing. Ooh, did I get an extra? Oh, chat, I got it. No, I didn't. I counted wrong. I'm dead even. Either way, I have all the parts. I have all the brackets I need. Let's go. Also, I got brand new reddish brown, because I don't trust reddish brown that's not new, to be frank, unless I'm building something that I want to crumble. But this is pretty good. Let's see. But yeah, I would like to get monetized, mainly for the purpose of potentially doing YouTube memberships. I've considered that. I talked with Max Productions, the Australian tram guy, for those who don't know. Excellent creator. I love his work. He doesn't post as much now, but his videos are fun, and I like his modeling. But, let's see, go into the chains. Chains are verified. We're good on chains. Now I'm on to the whole things. But, I was asking him, hey, is YouTube membership worth it? And he's like, not really. But, like, if I can get that more reasonably than, you know, ad monetization, I mean, I wouldn't mind it. Either that or I start a Patreon, which I don't think is worth it at this point. If I had like 1,000 subscribers, maybe. But again, it's one of those things. You don't trust reddish brown? Well, then that's my whole world. In my defense, I don't trust used reddish brown. I got new because what I'm building is so fragile. In theory, I had to have new. I couldn't risk anything breaking. But generally speaking, I would use reddish brown if it wasn't so essential to what I'm building. Which I will build at least one of these. At least for what I ordered. Copies, words failing, phrasing, yeah, words. Anyways, I will build one of these tonight. It won't be complete, because I do need to get paint. Ugh, that's going to be an experience. But I will get some paint, so that'll be fun. Okay, do I have enough parts? I do. That is a glorious thing. It hasn't been that... I remember that photo I shared of a dark red soap that broke on a dark brown panel. Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty funny. It hasn't been that bad for me. I'd say maybe only 1% of the reddish brown I've bought over the past few years has broken. It's gotten better. I just didn't want to risk it. Especially since there was like a $2 price increase, and I wasn't paying much to begin with. I was like, screw it. Have you considered making a Japanese locomotive, since most of their rails are 3-foot? It's It's actually 3'6", but I have, because technically Japanese models on 3-stud, 5-stud track, whatever you call it, is more accurate scaling wise, technically. Although technically 4-foot gauge is the most accurate, but that's just me being a madman. But I have thought of making a Japanese model. There's a few prototypes I've looked at, but I have such a backlog of other things to model, and locomotives have never been my strength, personally. The few times I've tried, I've graciously been given files from friends to start with, and I'm never happy with how stuff has turned out. So I don't see myself making a locomotive anytime soon. It's why Pico Han here made a narrow gauge locomotive, which took a lot of convincing. At least in finding the right prototype, that is. Oh, that goes over here. Can't count. 34. Oh, also the Rico Depot boardwalk will be around 4 feet long. Kind of funny and stupid. That is kind of funny. Also, holy cow, I don't even want to know how many tiles that is. But that would be really cool. I would love to see that. I lived in Japan for a couple of years, and they had three bogie freight locomotive. Really interesting to me. Interesting. Yeah, their stuff is so interesting. When you look, I think for me, at least foreign stuff wise, I've always had a soft spot for the Welsh narrow gauge, because that's what I grew up studying. Because Thomas, but also like it was fascinating. The Welsh Highland, along with the what else? The Welsh Highland Railway and the Festiniog. Obviously, I've always been passionate about. I remember in 6th grade, this is a fun story. So I was a good student, and in the state of California. Oh, night soup. Hope you have a good night. Get some sleep. I know it's going to be a long one. It certainly is hot over here, and you guys are experiencing heat, so stay cool. But back to my story. In California, you have to take a standardized test. It's annoying. You take them at multiple grade levels. You hate it. You live with it. But as a 6th grader, the good thing about taking the test is you stop all homework for a few weeks. And I was a good test taker, at least in that grade, and also generally speaking. But when I would take the test, we do it on our school-issued iPads, because they thought giving iPads to 6th graders was a great idea. It wasn't. It really wasn't. Regardless, how many is it? 34. Love that. Regardless, we have to take these tests. So I'd finish it, and it's the, these test phases would last for like 3 weeks. So I remember I'm sitting at my desk. Never known the joys of a number 2 pencil? No, I did all of them online, funnily enough. Except the AP tests, those were pencil. Actually, I did have an accommodation that said, because, hi, I'm autistic, but I had accommodations, I think that said I could have taken it digitally. I don't know. It's been a while. Hey, what's up, Lou? How are you tonight? Anyways, to continue. So I'd get done with, the state test for 6th grade. And, you have to take math, science, English, and they're multi-stage. And they're annoying, they're long. So I'd be done, and I have this iPad in front of me, which is school lockdown. And you know what I'd do? I'd open up Wikipedia, and I would just scroll and just read. I remember I read all of the English pages on US train crashes and then international crashes 2 times over. And then I went on to the Welsh Highland Railway and the Festiniog and Welsh Throughput. And I just kept reading. I just never stopped. It was just always constant. Why is it saying I'm getting pain? I'm so confused right now. Autistic Lego designers rise up. I'm autistic too. Listen, you're into planes. I kind of guessed that. I didn't even need to know. Like, if it's kind of a joke. I talked with some train people who've been doing this for years. Like, they're in their 70s. And they openly said to me, listen, if you're into pipe organs, you're into trucking, airplanes of any kind, and or trains, you most likely are autistic. And I'm like, yeah, that's about right. see, I need 18 of these clips. These are going to be fun. So, yeah, I am on the spectrum. I actually was diagnosed when they still used to categorize you back in the day. Now they don't do that anymore. Wouldn't be surprised if I was, but I was never diagnosed. You know, it's kind of funny, and I think it's very interesting, and it's kind of why we train people, for the most part, get along. And I think it has to do with like how do I say this? There's like pure diagnosis. Like some of my closest friends in high school were very clearly on the spectrum, and then some of my closest friends in real life now, they've never been tested, but we all three agree, yeah, all of us are on the spectrum. And I just feel like autistic people just find each other, and it's why the train community, you know, we all connect so well, because whether we're autistic or not, we're so used to being in those spaces that we kind of we speak a same hidden language that none of us understand. At least that's what I feel. I could be totally wrong, but we shall see. Oh, I'm making bigger axles. Schnikey. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I got planes and trains and gave it to my daughter too, so welp. Yeah, I'd be curious to see once we get more data, like how much if it's hereditary, like, and what causes it or not. You know, it's definitely Tylenol, 100%. Autism is caused by Tylenol. Do you know why? I take 20 Tylenol pills a day, and that's how I stay like this. Trust me. For legal reasons, that is a joke. I don't take pills. At least not in that quantity. And I think Tylenol causing it is quite stupid. I just like to joke because I think it's such a dumb thing. I have no idea if it's genetic, but I see a lot of traits in my dad. I mean, I kind of do too. I also think I was just born and raised into it. My great-grandfather worked for the railroad. My grandfather worked for the railroad. My uncles worked for the railroad. It's kind of just in my nature. Yeah. Decal, one of my tanker calls into a Tylenol pill. Listen, Blue, I know you're doing stuff business-wise. If you made that and for some reason sold it, I would 100% take a copy of that, because it'd be funny. So let's make that. He's such a good model. Such a funny model. I do like, on the topic of tanker cars, I do like the new, why'd they put this in here? That is so dumb. I do like the US 250, like, I think it's I forget the company name, but it's like ULXF, whatever the Union Tank Car Company, whatever company that is. I really like their US 250 tank car. I thought it was actually quite stupid, because it's like, this is such a wacky looking US 250 paint scheme. But the fact that they did anything at all and did better than Union Pacific has gained respect in my eyes for the organization. So, yeah. Rhythm with the oh, dude, the amount of times I've been told that by people who know, what I have is know that I've got the tism. It's not even funny at this point. I've got a good friend of mine who I may be meeting tomorrow. We'll see, scheduling things and the like. But that's 10. That's lovely. Where am I going to throw this at? That's a great question. That's going over here. But anyways, I have a great friend who said that to me multiple times, and I'm like, buddy, come on, man. And he's like, what? And I'm like, nah. Greetings. Thought I'd drop in while working. What is up, South Down? Nice to see you in chat. Kind of just talking while I'm counting stuff. I got those 10. Now on to reddish brown. These are brackets. These are the brackets. How are you tonight, Southdown? Good? Bad? Okay? I'm on call, and I got called. Ooh. What do you do for work, out of curiosity? Because if you're working this late, it's gotta be something pretty. It's gotta be a night shift. I have no complaints. My problems are a joke. That's actually a really wonderful way to look at life. My problems can be jokes. I'm a cybersecurity analyst for the regional hospital. I was thinking you were doing hospital work, because I couldn't think of anything that would allow you to be up so late, but also on stream, at least to pop in. So that makes sense. But cool that you do that. I think cybersecurity is underappreciated by the general public unless something goes wrong. So the fact that you're protecting, or at least helping a hospital in that is a wonderful thing. Okay, so that's verified. Gotta go into this. There we go. Yeah, let's see. Any funny stories I have? Funny stories. Ooh, here's a funny one. So, the other day, I got a bike, for reference. I got a bike. I was so excited. I love bike riding. Currently, right now, it's too hot to bike ride, but about 2 or 3 weeks back, weather was pretty decent. The high was only going to be like 100. By the time we were done with bike riding, it was in the morning. Yeah, bike riding is the best. We don't have good bike stuff in the US most of the time, but where I live, it's pretty decent. So we've got a good rail trail, which I love. I actually need to make a video on that rail trail just because of its historicness, just to the area of the Central Valley of California. But anyways, so I'm going for a bike ride. I'm with 4 friends, and we have some mix-up while meeting, which is fine. But my front tire's flat, and I brought a pump. My pump is got the wrong nozzle, so my friend's like, I brought a pump, and I'm like, praise the Lord. So we get started riding. I blow up my front tire, my back tire is fine. I came back from South Dakota and stepped out the Fresno airport, and it felt like an oven. That is what I feel like stepping out of any door right now in California. It's been 110 the past 2 days. I hate it. But anyways, before it got hot, bike ride. So we're going down the trail, and it's glorious. We're going through tunnels, like it's feeling so nice. And we get to where we're going. We're going to a nice snow cone place. It wasn't open yet, but it was a good stopping point. Give me 1 second here, real quick. And we're back. Nope, I don't need filter. Oh, I can turn up the gain. We like gain. Gain is a lovely thing. I love being a sound person and understanding gain. It actually really helps what I do. Okay, so close. Okay, I think that's better. But anyways, where was I? Biking. So we got to an ice cream. Ice cream? Was it ice cream? Was it ice cream? But we got to where we were going. And we stopped and we're taking a water break. We biked 4 miles. I hadn't been on a bike in a while, but so we were taking a water break because I think it was like 85 by then. And we set out to get going, and now my back tire is flat. And I'm like, oh, that's a little interesting because again, I have a brand new bike. So we pump it up and we start going back down the trail, and to just a little farther so we can grab some water at like a coffee shop, because water is mostly free in the Central Valley, and if it isn't, I mean, you can get ice for like 50 cents. So that also works. But anyways, we're going down, and for some reason, my back tire is not holding pressure. And I'm like, what in the world? And it's brand new. I've ridden 20 miles on it by this point. So I'm like, oh boy, this is not fun because we're 4 miles from where we started. So my goal is like, okay, let's fill the tire, get like right across the street, get into a coffee shop, cool down, actually get some water and rest, then we can deal with this. So we do that. It was excellent. I enjoyed it. It was good hanging out. Then we start heading back, and this is when it gets bad. My back tire is not holding any pressure whatsoever. And because of that, I'm going about 3 football fields at best, and then my tire goes dead flat, like from fully inflated to dead flat, not holding any pressure. So we keep going. I am dying because my back tire is gone, and we have to go through multiple tunnels. And how it works is you go under the roads, you go down like 10 feet, and then you climb back up. So I make it through most of them, but I make it to my final tunnel, and if I'm here on the bike in the middle, and this is the back tire and this is the front, my bike is going climbing up this hill, and my friends literally, they said after the fact, they said, dude, you look like an album cover, because you were standing up on your bike all the way, climbing this hill with a clearly flat tire at the slowest speed possible. And they didn't take pictures, which I was so upset about, because I'm like, come on, it would have been so good. But anyways, my tire was just dead. It still is. I need to actually take my bike in, because it should not have popped that bad. And now my front is also dead. So, yeah, very fun time I had. And then I proceeded to play Blood on the Clock Tower with some friends, which if you haven't played, highly recommend finding people who play. Very fun experience. But that was my bike experience. It was quite excellent, I must say. Definitely would recommend again. What am I grabbing this time? I'm grabbing one by one. Yep. So yeah, that was how biking went for me. Lol, unlucky. Very much unlucky. And like, it's a mountain bike. Like, it should not have had a punctured tire that bad. I rode my bike from Montreal to Ontario. Words. Slept in a terrible tent on the side of the St. Lawrence River. That must have been a lovely bike ride. A very long one, though. I've considered some long bike rides. Why can't bikes stand up by themselves? Because they're too tired. Cheese this man. Good one, though. I haven't popped a tire since I was a kid, but I only ride on the road. You see, you live in an area that actually has good bike infrastructure. I live in an area where people drive 50 down to 35. I had so many flats that I eventually learned that there was a product that you keep in your tires to prevent flats. You'd think mountain bike tires could handle the highway. That's the funniest part. So my brother, he bikes more than me. And he told me, you should put slime in your tires, therefore they won't pop. And I'm like, I don't need that. Like, I was just feeling the bike, trying to make sure, I knew what I was doing, because it's been a while. And then at less than 20 miles on my second bike ride, in a long time, they pop. So that was fun. I'll probably add slime to my tires at some point. Yeah. I would ride a bike, but my bike got ran over by a BNSF EMD GP39-2 JK. I mean, realistically, that could happen with how many road crossings there appear to be up in your neck of the woods. How many are there? 34. I need to get my 3D printer. These digital builds are fun, but I can't wait to physically build. That's my thing. I love digitally designing. I mean, the thumbnail for this stream is a long-term digital design / I'll eventually build this physically, in-person thing. But there is something so satisfying about physically holding a model in your hands and being like, I designed this and then I built it. I think there's something so beautiful in that. So, yeah. And really, Dino, I think what you should do is you should build what I like to do is I do 3 categories of models that I have. I have fun models, These are typically not scaled. They're usually smaller, something I can buy at either at some point, or if I'm just getting an itch, I just buy. Then I do scale models, which, you know how to do. Those take more time, and I typically like to wait for special occasions to get those. And then I do digital/long-term projects, which is mostly what you do. So I'd recommend doing some smaller stuff. Find something fun. Maybe it's a lug build. Maybe it's a modified Lego set. Maybe it's, I don't know, a plane. You'll see. Yeah, like pen and paper. Yeah, exactly. There's something, like, don't get me wrong. There's something to watch. Like, for me, for example, I like watching train videos, because who doesn't? I do that, I like watching all the Steam, all that kind of stuff. But there's something much more special in being there physically than being on a video, even if it gets as close as you can. Can't wait to get this built and printed, throw some lights and sound into it, and just hear the EMD Prime Mover sound. Wow, that'll be sick, man. Especially since a lot of soundboards have EMD stuff. I hear BNSF every night blowing their horns off in the distance. So you hear that train a-coming, it's rolling around the bend, and since you live in the Pacific Northwest, when's the last time you seen sunshine? Because I don't know when that's been. Reference to anyone who gets that, or points in chat, whatever that may be. Yeah. Oh, funny story. So I recently met a young man through some interesting means. He works for Yosemite Sugar Pine, and we made a Lego deal, which I need to pick up from him hopefully this week. And I'm getting some base plates. So now not only do I have a guy I know who's into Lego stuff on the side, not as much, he does more model trains, but also he works at the railroad I want to work at. So hopefully he can get me in, at some point, or at least give me a good recommendation. But it has been my dream. I've had a lot of dreams in my life. I thought at first I was going to be a concert pianist, because I do play piano on the side. I will hopefully, at some point, I do want to do a live stream of me playing the piano. I think that would be beautiful. But I thought of being a concert pianist. At some point, I thought of being a pastor. Then I thought of being a historian. And it's kind of funny, most of the things that I have wanted to be, I now do as either hobbies or they're side things. Not the pastor one, that didn't turn out. But I think it's very interesting, my dreams in life, and most of them haven't changed. But I think it's a beautiful thing that a lot of what I do stays the same. I thought I'd be a Tour de France cyclist. Exactly, I thought I'd drive trains for a living, and then I realized, oh my gosh, this is a really hard job that could happen. And I still want to drive trains, but I want to do it for fun. I'd love to be a volunteer. I've got a few places near me that take up and train people. It just takes time, it takes money. I think I've reminisced before. I think there is something, at least for me, where it's I've been playing with Legos since I was a kid. My first Lego set was the Toy Story 3 train set, which I need to buy a copy of because it's currently in pieces. But I never see myself interacting with anyone in chat. Half the people I've known, I've watched content-wise for years at this point. Or I've known of their work, and I never thought I'd be like, oh yeah, I can message you and ask you questions on Discord and help in modeling or throw my 2 cents in. And it's just one of those things which I think is just awesome, that life has led me to such a place where I'm surrounded by a mixture of heroes and friends, and sometimes a combination of both in modeling and in real life. Yeah. Anyways, we'll get back to chat. Always meet your heroes. I do think you should. Yeah, let's see. Same until it became all about having the best pianist. Thought I'd be a pilot, then I'd realize fixing and building airplanes is much more fun than flying them. I think I think there's beautiful things in that. A great example is I am musically inclined. I play piano for fun. Again, live stream coming one of these days. But in doing that, I volunteer with my local church. I'm religious, sue me. But I always thought, I'd sing on stage. And I realized, I'm not meant to sing on stage. Like, I have a pretty pleasant voice, despite the audio of this mic. And I just realized it's not for me. And then I found out about production, doing all the behind the scenes, running lights, cameras, the audio board. And I realized my skill set is meant for that, even if I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. So I think you should always follow your passions and then figure out what your passions are leading you towards naturally instead of what you're dreaming of. Apologies, I've handled my issues. I'm probably going to get a call about it again. I'm going to hit the Z's again. Until next time. Yeah, get some sleep, Southdown. I know it's late your time. Thanks for popping in. Let's see. I think it's the right bag. Probably not the right bag. Okay, the 2x6s. I need 18 of those. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, oh, that's right. We still have F-18s. I forget we still have like some of the like older stuff in the Central Valley. Because like I'll hear them going for laps, and it's so freaking cool. Like, planes are not my thing, but I think it's just awesome to hear them like growl up just on a random sunny day. 10 of these. Okay. Just 10 of those. All right, I'm almost done, which I think is great. Man, I wish I knew more about planes. I do know a bit about airships and zeppelins, but it's been so long since I've genuinely crazily cared about either of those. Oh, I missed the 2x plates. I was missing something. Oh well, it's one of those things, but... But yeah. Been a good night. Till you're on a carrier with him and dodging. Exhaust every step. Yeah, that would suck. That would suck. Although, to be fair, I'd love to get on a carrier once. Like, during just, like, practice drills. Like, I think, for me, like, again, not a plane guy, but my uncle is in the Navy. And he got us into Pearl Harbor, onto Ford's Island, in the middle of Pearl Harbor, without a tour, because, he was military personnel. So we just got to, like, kind of wander a little bit. And it was just so cool being like, I'm in the middle of, like, where the Pacific Fleet is based out of. But I was just like, I think it's so cool just to be able to see living history when you know people, whether it be family just because they want to show you something and they think it's cool and they love it, or it's just friends. Oh, dang. Dang. I didn't know you worked on so much, Blue. That's insane. I know you were a Boeing mechanic. I didn't realize you worked on like 20 million Boeing things. Whew. Man, I'm feeling it. Excuse me. I've taken my daughter many times to see the Jets. Luckily, the squad loves her. I think that's awesome. My great-grandfather, he retired from the railroad before I was born by many years, but his favorite thing was to, we used to watch train documentaries when I was little on DVDs. So I grew up watching, the last of. It's funny what actually sticks out in my mind. I like the end of the narrow gauge on the San Juan extension in Colorado comes to mind. Is what I remember. I think it's so funny considering I didn't really care for that at the time, yet that's the thing I remember. And then watching the EBT, in the late 60s, late 50s, right before they closed. I think it's... Oh, am I missing? Am I short one? No, I'm not short one. I just can't count. That's funny. But I think it's I think it's important that we take our children, our brothers and sisters, whether if you have any or not, or friends, to just see stuff like that. Whether it be modern jets, just because they're essential to just the safety of our nation and our state in this case, or to just see history to understand where we've been. Because I think I read this the other day. History doesn't repeat itself, but it does seem. History doesn't repeat itself, but it does seem to mirror itself. I feel like if you understand the past, you understand the present more. Mind you, this does also come from a former history major, so definitely am a little biased. But also I'm into trains, so I'm going to be biased regardless. Yeah, let's see. What else? Anything interesting? Nope. And then we're having a VHS tape that said My Train Video with 2 hosts, and one used a wooden whistle to talk. I love that. I grew up right as VHSs were out the window, but I remember putting them in to watch old Disney things, like classic cartoons. But yeah, I love the model stuff like that. I think it's awesome. I think it's been quite sad to see, that kind of content go away, but it's been quite beautiful to see that model trains have basically, at least on YouTube, been able to replace what was missing. So I think it's quite beautiful what has started to pop up online. My favorite interpretation of saying history doesn't repeat itself, but it sure does tend to rhyme. That's the quote. Thank you for that, Wizard. Also, nice to see you in chat. I've been feeling like you've been in here because you're the one who usually hearts, but nice to see you actually pop in. Oh, I just gotta count all these tiles. It's supposed to be 114 of them. And then I am done, and I'll probably be done. Ooh, shoot, I gotta plug in my computer. Hang on, y'all. Where's the plug? The plug. The pin. Where? Oh no. Okay, hot take. I like the Polar Express, but the second half I don't. Very random thing, but I just did the reference. But I think the Polar Express, the second half, is a bore. It just is. But it is a beautiful movie, despite its animation being a little wacky. And Tom Hanks playing majority of the characters, which I think is hilarious. Always a pleasure to be here, my good man. Thanks, man. I need to do some tin plate stuff soon. I have been wanting to do some more fun stuff, but I've been waiting for Glenn to post his stinking kits. He'll do it eventually. Because I've been holding off on buying too much. Because if he posts his kits, I'm 100% trying to grab one. Because if I don't, I will not forgive myself. I missed the last one, which was heartbreaking. Nope. Oh gosh, dang it. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think that's enough. Good news is, when you order extra, sure to get extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is one of those things. Let's see, what do I have coming up? Oh, I might be doing a train show. I might. In September. Not confirmed yet. I am thinking about it. I think it will be fun. The model I'm building, which none of you know, but some of you will know what it is. But the only surviving prototype is actually near where that train show is located at. So I'm really tempted to go, because then I can actually get pictures of what I'm building on the only surviving prototype, which I think would be cool as hell. But, again, it depends on some schedule stuff. The next few months are going to be a bit busy for me, so we'll see. I do wanna go for a bike ride. And I need to check some maps to make sure I don't trespass accidentally, because newsflash, the Sierra Nevadas have a lot of private land holdings. But there's an old rail grade I want to bike down at some point. I think it would be really fun to either do it by myself or with friends, because it's supposedly the road's in pretty good condition. Call me biased, but man, BNSF Orange just makes me happy. Listen. As an SP guy, I can't agree with you. But as a train person, yeah, I can agree with you. It does look good. Cascade Green's alright. And I don't really care too much for it. BNSF Orange? Yeah. I will say, your custom color work, by the way, in studio, is pretty killer. I'm not gonna lie. It's something I've considered doing, but I've never had the major desire to do so. Like, if you're doing only digital modeling, I think it makes sense. When I figured out how to add custom colors, BNSF Orange was the first to get added. I mean, that makes sense. It's painted on everything. Yeah. Which, by the way, I need to send you a video I watched. It was a BNSF scrap train leaving, which roundhouse was it? Which roundhouse? Anyways, you'd enjoy it. It's a scrap train of old, I think a few Dash 9s, a yard slug that got converted into an actual locomotive for some reason. Is I missing 3? I think you'd like it. Why do you have Lackawanna? Why do you have Erie and Lackawanna? I get the SP. The SP makes sense. Okay, I think I have all the parts. I might be missing one tile, but always order extra. Now, Erie and Lackawanna, that's a weird one, in my opinion. Mind you, I think any road west or east of Colorado is a very weird road. Because they did wacky stuff out there, man. I will say, though, the Cloverleaf, I like them, which I can thank Toledo Rails for that. So, really like the Cloverleaf. Nickel Plate Road, ooh, their lettering's just clean. I don't really care for them, but they use the SD45-2, which I just designed, so I had to do it. Okay, you were just completing the list. That makes sense. You should do some early diesels, Blue. I think that'd be fun. At some point. But I mean, I don't really care for them. Oh, I just reread the same thing. I thought the chat maybe. I can't read, apparently. But yeah. Gonna quickly verify my Bricklink orders, and then I'll see if I have anything to share. I don't think I have anything. Other than, you know, Roaring Camp got the Shay, so now we're up to, like, I think, majority of the West Side equipment being in California, which is glorious. Okay. completed. Submit changes. Beautiful. Let's see. Was there anything? We are about to check Facebook. Alright, I'm killing the music just in case Facebook decides to play something, because you never know. Facebook can be quite dumb like that. Let's see. Anything interesting? Oh. I missed the narrow gauge meetup this year. Gosh dang it. Someone had Mountaineer? I'm jealous as heck. Dude, the Butter Pig guy was there. Sorry, I'm currently foaming over 20 million things, and I'm heartbroken. Man can be sad. A man can be sad. Anyways, let's see. Anything interesting? SP18's getting steamed up October 17th. But I have a prior event, so I can't go, which really sucks. I really want to get behind that. Really want to get behind that locomotive, but see, is there anything else? Is there literally? I cannot think of anything else. There's a Lego collection for sale. Browsing Facebook Marketplace for reference. I keep getting railroad watches and pianos. Sounds like Heist when he missed the big boy on Horseshoe Curve, lol. Dude, you have no idea. I've been wanting to see SP18 forever. There's a few locomotives that my grandfather reasonably could have worked with during his time at the SP, because he joined, or great-grandfather, because he joined 4951, somewhere in there. 18 is one of them, and as a narrow gauge lover, I want to get to 18 so badly. But a man can dream. A man can dream. At the very least, I just want to see her. Like, even if I don't get to see her under Steam, I think it would be... It's just on the list. I also need to go see the stinking Combine caboose down in Laws, which is, for research purposes, I gotta crawl under that stinking thing. Let's see. It is one of those things. But yeah, I definitely feel like Heist. Missing a big boy on Horseshoe Curve. Let's see, is there literally anything? Oh. Hang on, there is something. I'm going to rant real quickly on a topic that is very dear and personal to me. And that is a certain somebody's use of AI. Now, I want to make it very clear, and I do need to make a video on this at some point. I personally have used AI for this channel only in selecting thumbnail titles. And what I mean by that is, for example, sometimes I don't get good pictures or low quality ones that will work for a thumbnail title. So what AI will do on my videos is it'll select a frame from the video that it thinks is best suited for the thumbnail. I usually go with that. That is the only thing I use AI for this channel. I personally don't use AI except in rare circumstances for, like, say, I need help writing a resume. Can you help me make a template? Other than that, I am personally against the use of AI. Do not use AI is my belief. If you want to use it, no judgment here. I do have judgment when there are people who use it for historical purposes and don't accurately accept advice or anything. So, with that in mind, I want to talk about a certain Mr. Somebody. Let me pull it up. Uh-oh, he's getting canceled now. Yes, I'm getting canceled. Dude, you have no idea. I'm about to cancel someone. So, this is a Facebook post from earlier this morning by a man named Richard Crabtree. He is important because he uses AI on a bunch of pictures, which may or may not be illegal, depending on who you ask. But at its core, he uses AI to colorize black and white photographs, which has been proven to be wrong, and his work is known to be wrong. Randy Hess is the, it says he's a director of the Nevada State Railway Museum, Boulder City. Not only is he that, he's also the foremost paint researcher on the West Coast. Like, if there is anything you want to know about paint on a locomotive, a train car, anything train related, this man knows. He is the guy to go to. I actually need to reach out to ask him a few questions, non-paint related, because he's that good of a historian. But this Randy Hess just does not like Richard Cradbury, and told him. And then Richard banned this gentleman from a Facebook group, which, again, petty drama. The thing that matters, though, is Randy Hess, who's the director of the Nevada State Railroad Museum, the collections director at the Colorado State Railway Museum, has also called out Richard Crabtree in a very lengthy post, which I love, as well as Lilo Photography, who does a lot of photo charters in the U.S., have all called him out for various reasons, historical, and for ruining it. And this man just won't listen. So if you ever see anything that appears to be color-based and is pre-1970s, check and see if it's this man's handiwork. Do not support this man in any way. Because, again, the AI is wrong. I can actually pull up a picture of what is wrong. Let's go with... Let's see, what is a good one? There's always some fun ones. Let's see. Crab. Check him up. I have nothing against the man personally outside of AI. He seems to be a nice enough gentleman. But again, he just will not listen, and that is the problem with people using AI nowadays. They just will not listen to reason or resource in any regard. So that is my PSA. Don't use AI. Don't trust pictures you see. Always check. Yeah, I don't even know why I say that. I've just been upset about it all day. It's been grinding my gears, because as someone who values history and values getting something right and knows when it's wrong, again, it just grinds my bones and my teeth and my gears. Yes, I'm a robot. That's why I have teeth and gears. I also have teeth. I have two kinds of teeth. Actually, I think the human body has multiple kinds of teeth, technically, because you have your front and then your back. Anyways, regardless, I think that's going to be it for me tonight. I want to quickly build this, but I want to do it off stream because I'm not ready to show off what I'm doing. So with that is the end of the stream. Wish I could have run some trains. Hopefully I'll be able to do that Thursday, and then maybe tear down on stream. That'll be fun. But yeah, thanks for joining me, y'all. If you see me posting a render of a Purist build without custom pieces, it's probably good night. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Have a good night. When you go to Hanford, let me know. I'll try to let you know, man. Yeah. Love to reach out at some point. I'll be at the Porterville train show, potentially. But good night, y'all. And enjoy the rest of your night. Stay safe wherever you are. Bye.
And then when we were older, there were miles between. I conjured you an apparition to show you what we'd seen. The sun, the earth, the wind, the rain, and holding out for change.